Here's the thing, apart from the government statement, which is what usually we see, what everyone shares, there's more information that reinforces the document presented and more potential reasons why they made this decision, and I'll tell you now. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. The Australian government announced the COVID visa closure date. It's been a controversial topic involving students and education providers. In today's video, I'll show you what's behind the government's decision to cease the COVID visa. Let's get started. The background. The COVID-19 pandemic event, 408, commonly known as COVID visa, aimed to offer assistance to international students in Australia who could not leave the country due to COVID-related border closure. Additionally, it aimed to address labor shortages in essential industries like agriculture, food processing, and healthcare during the pandemic. The visa allows students to stay and work in Australia for up to 12 months. In March 2022, the Australian Department of Home Affairs announced the extension of the COVID visa to keep alleviating the strain on the labor market across various sectors of the Australian economy. The current scenario. On the 31st of July, Claire O'Neil, the Minister for Home Affairs, announced the closure of the pandemic event visa. These are the requirements informed in the statement. From the 2nd of September 2023, the pandemic event visa will only be open to applications from existing pandemic event visa holders. From the 2nd of September 2023, new applicants will receive a 6-month visa. Also, a visa application charge of $405 will also be introduced. The COVID-19 pandemic event visa will close to all applications on the 1st of February 2024. As it was announced on the 31st of August, this decision was controversial and caused a bit of madness for the new ones planning to apply for the visa in the next month. Considering the time frame, they had 2 days to organize all documentation and apply. Some of them couldn't do it because they couldn't tick all requirements in time for application. The reasons why the government made the decision. Reason number 1, the government's statement. Based on Claire O'Neil's statement, this will provide certainty to our visa system now that the circumstances that drove the operation of the visa no longer exist. Also, she wrote, the stage closure of the visa is another measure to ensure the visa system is serving the needs of the Australian people. These settings will further ensure that the visa is only used by those who have a genuine need to remain and contribute to Australia. Furthermore, the Minister for Immigration, Citizenship, Migrant Services and Multicultural Affairs of Australia, Andrew Giles, stated, the pandemic event visa was an important part of Australia's visa system during the pandemic. Many people on temporary visa helped Australia during this period, providing an opportunity for people who hold a pandemic event visa to explore another visa option or plan to leave Australia. Reason number 2, COVID visa in numbers. Here's the thing, apart from the government statement, which is what usually we see, what everyone shares, there's more information that reinforces the document presented and more potential reasons why they made this decision, and I'll tell you now. According to the news published by the Financial Review in July this year, in the past year, it's estimated that about 1 out of every 6 international students has made a transition from their study visa to a COVID visa. As also mentioned in the article, this trend is particularly noticeable among the students from countries like India, the Philippines, and Nepal, as they find ways to exploit the system to secure full-time employment opportunities. As of the end of May, the number of individuals holding COVID visa had surged to 105,300, marking a significant increase compared to 17,000 recorded less than a year ago. The primary source countries for these COVID visa holders closely align with Australia's major origins of international students. Leading the list is India, with nearly 18,000 COVID visa holders, followed by Nepal with 11,700, China with 6,400, the Philippines with 5,300, Colombia with 5,200, and Brazil with 4,500. Based on these numbers, it was evident a red flag for the government to be attentive to this relationship between study and work. It was clear that one problem was being solved and another was being created. And from this point, we move to the next reason. Reason number 3, international education impact. As many students migrated from a student visa to a COVID visa, the international education sector had a major impact as it did not have the number of students as before. According to Brad Blacker, Chief Executive of English Australia, the peak group for English language courses, this visa was outdated as there were no other laws and rules related to COVID-19 anymore. He said, there is no rationale for this visa to exist. I am being contacted by colleges on a weekly basis about more students who arrive for a 10-week course to study English and then abandoning SHIP for a 408 visa. because it gives them the right to 12 months unlimited work. In March of this year, International Education Association of Australia Chief Executive Phil Henwood said, "International education stakeholders are surprised that this special temporary visa is still in place. Insofar as it offers a free full-time work visa, it is open to abuse, and representations are being made to have this visa subclass abolished as soon as possible." Based on the news, migration experts said that the COVID visa was being exploited by international students to work instead of study. If we look at the entire scenario, we have the three different parties that were interested or not that much in the COVID visa: the Australian government, the international students, and the international education sector. It seems that the Australian government is happy with the decision, as they could fill the job market with workers and keep the economy running. Also, according to them, they will have a better understanding of the visa system. Another area that agreed with the decision was the international education sector. From this point, they will be able to have more students and have more reliability that they won't leave schools and unis so easily as before. On the other hand, although international students had the opportunity to experience the chance to work full-time and stay in Australia, not all of them agree with the decision. Some of them had a short window to get their applications prepared. What about you? What's your opinion about the government's decision to seize the COVID visa? Comment below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media. Thanks for watching. See you next video.